my seedlings that I've been growing in my windowsill in my kitchen. They're all getting pretty strong looking and big. Got them outside today just to get a little bit of sun, but I'm also getting ready to repot some of these bigger ones in some bigger containers because they're starting to get too big for these seed cells. So what I'm going to do is take a kitchen butter knife and kind of loosen these up out of their soil. I'm going to lift them out gently as I can. I'm going to set this guy right here while I get the potting soil ready. Tomato plants, I've heard that if they get long and leggy, kind of how mine have gotten, you bury the bottom part of the stem into the soil and it kind of revives the strength of the plant. So that's what I'm going to try here today on these tomato plants that are getting so tall and long. So I just dug up this tomato plant and see, I don't know if you can tell, the roots are pretty far down into that little seed compartment. So I think it's definitely time to get it into a bigger pot. So I'm going to put it in this. I'm going to set it pretty low in this pot so I can cover that that bottom couple inches of stem here, since this plant's getting pretty tall and leggy. So I'm just going to cover this with soil. I do think the seed starting mix soil is still appropriate right here because these plants are still so young. Okay, so I've covered up quite a bit of that stem now, so this plant is not quite so long in length from the stem to the base of the leaves. So here's my first tomato plant. So I'm going to soak the soil so it gets nice and damp. It'll take a couple times to let the water run through and let everything get super moisturized, but here's the 2 cantaloupe plants. So now I have everything transferred into larger pots so they have a little bit more room to grow these last few weeks where I have to keep them inside before I can get them planted in the ground.